Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first ever Kevin's Corner. I'm Kevin Horner. I'm an attorney with Galligan & Manning here in Houston, Texas. And this is going to be the first of a weekly series that we're going to be doing that is going to be me speaking about a topic in either estate planning, elder law, or estate administration, which is the three areas that I practice in, and giving everyone an opportunity, a chance to learn just a little bit of information about those in a nice short segment. And at the same time, if you have any questions, then you can send those questions in. I can try to answer them. The idea is it'll be just a nice, more informal, digestible way of learning this information for something you wouldn't necessarily want to come in for. If you're watching on pretty much any browser, I don't know where this would be, but there will be a section somewhere around the video. For me, it's to my right. And it's a place where you can add comments in. And if you want to ask any questions, you can ask those comments there or add those into the comments there. I'll do my best to answer it. If we don't have time in this meeting, because we'll probably only do it for about 5 minutes at a time, you can still put it in. I'll keep it, and then we can address it in a later one. Or also, if you have questions, you can go to our website, galliganmanning.com, and you can email in, just put in the subject Kevin's Corner question, something like that. And it's the same thing. I'll answer at least when we get it, and then we can kind of address it over there. All right, so for the first day, I figured what we would do is this. I assume we probably won't get a ton of questions right away. So instead, I figured I would just talk about one really short topic kind of quickly and just kind of give some food for thought. The area I want to talk about is elder law. It's an area that I practice in most probably heavily, and it's an area that very few people know anything about. And so I figured I would just say the three things that I wish people knew probably before they ever came in for something related to elder law. Before we even get into that, though, the quick answer, because this is always the first question, even with other attorneys or professionals, is what is elder law? It is the practice area that's just focused on a certain age of clientele. It's all the things people need as they age. That could be estate planning, that could be long-term care planning, that could be nursing home litigation. It can be a lot of different things. But I'll just focus on some of the more common issues, particularly long-term care planning and estate planning. So first, the three things that I think everyone should probably know about before they consider elder law. First, you need to realize that it could be something that you confront, and it's something you have to plan for earlier. A lot of people end up needing long-term care, and even if they don't personally, their spouses do, their kids do, their parents do, someone in their family does, and it becomes an issue that they need to address. And most people always have that attitude of, it'll never happen to me, I'll never be that person. And everyone thinks that, the statistics say otherwise. So it's important to realize that you do need to at least consider it. Second thing is, when do you consider it? I've had plenty of people come in. I had a gentleman one time who came in, he was 87 years old and says, I want to start thinking about that long-term care. He was 87. It was still options, but not ideal. A better time is, say, in your 60s. It's a good time to start thinking about it, even if you don't do anything with it, but to start thinking about those issues. Planning for those issues, talk to your attorney, talk to your financial advisor, start to give those kinds of ideas and kind of get that into play. Even better than your 60s would be when you're younger. Say in your 30s, if it's financially feasible, it might not be a bad idea to look at something like long-term care insurance, something that would end up helping you pay for long-term care much, much later in life. You can get it when you're younger. You are going to be health-wise eligible for it, and it's far more affordable to do it early on in life. So it's just one of those things I wish people would think about a little bit before they get there. The second thing is to keep your estate planning documents updated, and specifically to have them reviewed by an elder law attorney. A lot of times we have people who come in maybe later, like I said, they have some options for their planning, but not as many as they could have when they were younger. And then those options are further limited because they have an out-of-date estate plan. Maybe there's already incapacity and they have powers of attorney from 15 years ago that don't give a lot of control, power, just don't give you many options anymore. And sometimes it's not even just keeping it updated, it's having it reviewed by the elder law attorney. A lot of excellent estate planners out there will do fantastic documents, but they don't know anything about elder law. So it's just a gap in their planning. And it's no affront to them necessarily, but it's just an issue they're not planning for. So a lot of times we find excellent, even recent documents that don't give anything related to elder law planning at all. And so we're still stuck as though they had a bad document, even though it's very good in every other way. So it's good to just have them reviewed, have them done by somebody who can do all of those approaches. That's one of the nice things about me doing elder law here is we were already really great at estate planning. Now we have an even broader, more integrated approach to estate planning than we did before. So we can offer that for our clients pretty easily. And then finally, just stay up to date. Things in elder law change all the time because they're based on government funding, they're political issues, they go back and forth because of all the costs behind them, so they're constantly changing. We won't know if that affects you until you've come in and told us, here's your situation. So staying up to date is very important. You can do that from news sources, you can do it from educational sources. If you go to our website, galliganmanning.com, we have a newsletter you can sign up for. We do weekly talks, usually at the Heights Mediation Center here in Houston. In fact, next Thursday, Mary Galligan from our firm is doing a talk just on beneficiary designations, and just an issue that a lot of people also just don't think about. It's a big hole in their plan. And so just going to those things, watching those things, following our Facebook feed gives a lot of information to think about. So when these issues affect you, you know to come in and get it taken a look at before it's too late to do all of your universe of options. So just to briefly recap that, 1, recognize it could happen to you and you should think about it earlier. 2, to keep your estate plan up to date. And then 3, just keep up to date with the information, keep educated. So far we got through it with no technical problems. We didn't get cut off the internet. I assume there are people watching, which is fantastic. So I just want to say thank you all very much. If you do have other questions or comments, feel free to send it in the comment page to this video. Or like I said, you can email us. You can get the email address through galliganmanning.com. Thank you very much, and I hope you will all join us when we do this again next Thursday.